Well, as teams do these days, Mitch Haniger is being honored in tonight's bobblehead giveaway.
Well, Matt, if there's anybody on this team who you'd want in your bobblehead collection, it's maybe this guy, because let's face it, he deserves to have a big head. He brings so much to this club.
I agree with you, Dan. And there's no bigger superstar to these fans. Let's hope he can give them a thrill or two in this one tonight and say thanks for them coming out.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll lead things off here in the
Leading
bottom
up
half
for
of the
the
first.
Mariners, the right fielder, Mitch
Ready to deliver. Here's the
Haniger.
first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. After it is Marisnik. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with...
One out now in the Houston
Now
third,
back.
and that brings
The right
up the
fielder,
former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Haniger, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and up next the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger.
Mitch
First offering on its way.
Haniger.
In there, no balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Tyler White will bat next. Past battles with Mike Lee. He's only 2 for 10.
Tyler White.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Haniger. He gets there and makes the play for the... Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give them a lot of credit.
Runner at second, one away, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. The 1-2 pitch, skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Haniger. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mitch Haniger. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Haniger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. Hits this one hard the other way. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Come and go.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Calls the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Encarnacion.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Mariners. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Past battles with Mike Lee. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it. Deep down the line. Gone! to lead off the inning. It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
2 down, 2 down.
On, he pops it up. Gordon ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fan.
Settling in now, Mitch
Now
Haniger.
back.
He singled
The
his
right
last
fielder.
time up.
Mitch Haniger.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Come on, baby. See it. Grab it.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Well, we talked about him earlier, so let's recap. Haniger had a fairly pedestrian night offensively.
Well, he did have the 1 hit, so that's good. We mentioned earlier what a difference this guy can make for this club when he's locked in.
Yeah, Dan, and though he wasn't a major factor in this one, he's going to be just fine. You can't make the highlight reels every night, but he'll have his days, I guarantee it.
Mentioned earlier that a lot of fans came out to the park today hoping to bear witness to a sweep. Heidi, what's the tenor in the stands as this close game gets nearer a conclusion?
Well, Matt, these home fans brought their brooms today, and they want to use them. We know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. Let's see if they can get it done.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next up for the Stros, Jake Marisnick. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Lays off 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Number 2.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alex Bregman. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Swing and a liner. Henniger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 2-1. Stepping in now is Mitch Henniger. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The right fielder, Mitch Henniger.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Popped him up. Altuve ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
Striding in once again, Domingo Santana. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. In now the Mariners DH.
The batter,
Edwin
number 10.
Encarnacion.
Designated
He's
hitter.
over 2 in the ballgame so far.
Encarnacion.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Leading off for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Corey Guerin will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 35, Corey.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Guerin.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and they got him.
The batter, number 1.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Right there for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
A ball and a strike now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2 one more time. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1.
Your
Joe
attention,
Smith
please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38.
Here's Jay
Joe
Bruce now. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer to the left side. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless,
now
there are 2 away now.
Tim.
Into the box, Tim Beckham. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel in his career versus this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. From the stretch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Hit hard back up the middle. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So the tying run is aboard here in the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Anthony Swarzak comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Anthony.
First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Gurriel on at first. Nobody out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ball 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Smith. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The center.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ball one to start the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, D-Roll, all those brooms the people brought to the ballpark today, they're waving them mightily right now.
Yeah, I mean, what's better for adding a little extra swagger to a team than a series sweep? This was a big win for this club, and I expect to see them walking tall into their next series.
We mentioned earlier that this game is a road sweep opportunity. And for more on that, let's go down to Heidi Watney.
Well, we know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. And wouldn't it be satisfying to do it here on enemy turf, sending this home crowd away empty-handed? Let's see if they can get it done.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell.
Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Ball game. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
Surrender the final game of the series they had otherwise been in complete control of.
Yeah, they were hoping for that always special road sweep, but they just couldn't pull it out in the late innings.
Yeah, but the silver lining is, Dero, they took the series, which is always good. So now they can get out of here and try to get back to the win column next time out.
The Mariners have had it going all season long, and if anybody tells you they predicted it, they're a liar. Heidi, give us a little more.
Matt, these guys seem like they're having a blast on the field and off of it. I asked a group of them, in all seriousness, how they've managed to emerge out of nowhere. They all kind of looked at each other, and then one of them said, by winning a whole bunch of games. As you can imagine, that got a good laugh out of everyone, so they have clearly found some team chemistry that's working for them, and they are a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping up to the plate, Tim Beckham.
Leading off
0
for
for 2
Seattle.
from him so
The
far in this
shortstop,
one.
Tim Beckham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right hand. Sanders starting to loosen up. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Now
At the plate, Malik
center
Smith.
fielder.
A hit and 2
Malik.
at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Grounder down the line at third. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Seattle.
Stepping in and ready
The
for
catcher,
another shot,
Omar
Omar Narvaez. He came
Narvaez.
through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was
batter,
too
number
good.
9.
You knew it was a matter of
Second
time
base.
before he started barreling baseballs.
Gordon.
That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
Now batter.
Stepping in now is
The right
Mitch
fielder.
Haniger, trying to
Mitch
cash in here on this
Haniger.
2-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Up next for Seattle.
Here
The
comes
left
Bob
fielder,
Melvin now out of the Oakland
Domingo.
dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he's also responsible for the 3 men on base, and he'll need some big-time help here to preserve a no decision.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Laureano giving chase. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Here's Jurick production so far. The head-to-head history with King Felix comes in with 6 hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Marcus Semien. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
The catcher, number 3.
Striding in for Oakland, Nick Hundley. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Front door with the curveball, and he catches the corner for a called strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds it 3-3. Edwin Encarnacion now. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Petit typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Laureano sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. He's set. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Chapman's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Seager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. The head-to-head
Leading off
history
for
with
the
King
A's,
Felix. He's gone 3 for 6.
Number 22. Ladies and
Roenis
gentlemen,
Elias
your
gets the call
attention,
from the
please.
pen to take over
Now
on the mound and
pitching for
start the
Seattle.
home seventh.
Number 55, Roenis
First pitch of the
Elias.
at-bat. Ball one.
Inside.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 2-1. This one's down to third. There is Seager, and there's one down now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next up for the A's,
Nick
Nick Martini. He was
Martini.
retired due to ground ball last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I know they say
Up
sometimes
next
that
is
these things even
the
out,
third
but
baseman,
that was a
Matt
bullet line drive that gets
Chapman.
caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in, Tim Beckham. And this tie ball game is a
Leading off for
battle
the
of the bullpens now,
The
and I'm sure
shortstop.
you're enjoying that,
Tim.
Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
2 balls and a strike to count. Hard hit ball to short, taken in by Simeon. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the center
Malik
fielder.
Smith the next to
Malik.
hit. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Back up the middle. Simeon's got it. A dive. He's got it. Safe. Almost a remarkable play, but now the potential lead run is aboard at
The
first.
catcher.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the
Narvaez.
shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Piscotty's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 9.
Now at the plate, D.
Second
Gordon.
baseman.
In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. That's a strike to throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Try. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he'll start
The
out
first
the
baseman.
bottom of the 8th inning.
Matt
In there, strike 1.
Olson.
The 0-1 delivery. And there's ball one. And it's 1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The payoff pitch one more time. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as
The
a pitcher.
batter, number
You
2,
make a really good
designated
pitch, and
hitter,
this guy's so
Chris
big and so strong, he's able
Davis.
to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you
Your
hand your
attention,
batting
please.
gloves to the first base
Now
coach
pitching
right
for
there,
the
and you
Mariners.
thank your lucky stars. That's
Number
a nice
53.
AB.
Dan Altavilla takes the ball
Altavilla.
here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That's just a great
Now
pitch,
batting,
both on the call
the
from
right
the catcher
fielder,
and the
Steve
execution.
Bass.
If he hits it, there's a good chance
Got
it turns
it.
into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 0-2 home. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Santana moves over and he makes the catch for the second out. So it's a runner
Now
at first with 2
second
men out,
baseman,
and Jurickson
Jurickson.
Profar will be the next to bat.
Gross ball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
2-1, here it is. 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Popped him up. Seager in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 8 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Your
Blake
attention,
Trinan
please.
comes on to work
Now
now, and he's their
pitching for the
usual
A's.
closer, but this is
Number
obviously
39.
not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about
Right
just
there.
getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
D. Gordon is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. On, he pops it up. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
And he obviously
batting,
didn't let
right
last night's
fielder,
hitless outing get
Mitch
to his head too much, because
Haniger.
that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger, as he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike one. Career against Blake Trinan. He's 1 for 5. The 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle to his right, Profar. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Into the box, Domingo Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1 home. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
First offering on its way. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Here's the 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Career against Blake Trinan. He's 0 for 4. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Kyle.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk. Liam Hendricks takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Tim Beckham will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away.
Leo.
Now a big fastball and he's well behind it with the swing. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard.
And the left fielder is there to make the catch. And digging in now, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Marcus
Anthony Swarzak is the
Semien
man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Semien gets his lead at first, nobody out. The 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. Slow little roller to third. Fielded cleanly to Gordon for 1. Back to first. A ninth inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Now
oh man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
In now, Ramon Laureano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes. Scorched to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Now
Nick Martini the next to hit. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base.
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, a rolling stone gathers no moss, and these guys, I'm not sure they've even heard of moss.
Yeah, this is a complete baseball team right now, guys. They've shown they can beat you in a variety of ways. They look like a team ready for the postseason, and we haven't even reached the All-Star break.
No doubt about it, D-Row. I think they are the league standard right now, and it's a treat to watch this team play. Going to be a fun team to follow the rest of the season.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. D. Gordon may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the ninth. Liner toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Great jump on that ball. Hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Mariners are down to their final out now. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's
and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Well, in case you didn't already know or needed a reminder, D. Gordon is a pretty important player for this club.
Yeah, you know, that's an understatement, Matt. He brings so much talent to the table, and his success is absolutely essential to this team.
If this team gets to where they want to go, he's going to have a lot to do with it. It's hard to imagine it any other way.
Here's D. Gordon now. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale.
Gordon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
Third
looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
And he can't. Same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot.
And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Braun.
Number 8.
And their runners at the corners now. Leak pauses. Here's the 0-2. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. There's one to Encarnacion, who's got it, and that retires the side. Brewers forced to settle for 1. So it's back to the top of the order now.
Fielder.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain. Hit out towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers straight. So striding in, D. Gordon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Smith over at second. Navarez at first, one gone.
Come on.
Cue shot here out towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. next for Milwaukee, Mike Moustakas.
The
He got
batter,
called out on
the
strikes
second
his
baseman.
last time through.
Mike.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his
Moustakas.
system, especially now. Bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And that will score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. Now in the box, Jesus Aguilar.
Now batting.
And we'll see what he
First
can do
baseman.
here with a pair of runners on
Jesus
base and 2 gone here in the
Aguilar.
5th. Hard hit ball to second. Gordon is up with it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Now batting, Ryan Braun. He's working
The
on
left
a
fielder,
1
number
for 3 thus far.
Ryan. Oh.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. 1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon.
D. Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On he pops it up. Shaw in foul ground. And no one will track it down. 0-1 count and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Big guy. Get your
Boy,
pitch,
it's
huh?
hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Hit back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and
The
still
first
feel
base
confident.
Better. Let's go.
Ryan Healy.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he
Ladies
pulls
and
that one
gentlemen,
in to end the
it's time
inning. So
for the
it's no
traditional
runs on it.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Erna.
His ball to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself
next
back
for Milwaukee.
into a hitter's count. 2-2.
The center
And he's
fielder,
able to find the knockout there.
Lorenzo Kane.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Now at the plate, D. Gordon. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
D. Gordon.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count.
Shit, drive it. Man, let's go, big fella.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Soft liner toward short. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out. Well, we talked about him earlier, so let's recap. Had a fairly pedestrian night offensively.
Well, he did have the 1 hit, so that's good. We mentioned earlier what a difference this guy can make for this club when he's locked in.
Yeah, Dan, and though he wasn't a major factor in this one, he's going to be just fine. You can't make the highlight reels every night, but he'll have his days, I guarantee it.